We see a lot of sadhus. So who is a sadhu and which sadhu is called a guru? I just want to understand one line definition, who is a sadhu?
You have to see these two symptoms.
So maybe you will not disclose the technique to me now. Hi. In my previous podcast with Dr. Keshav Anand, we understood his journey of spiritual life. He gave us very beautiful insight of who is guru, how do you select a guru. So we'll go deep into his own spiritual practice and we will understand how he has selected his guru, what is the source, and what made him where he is today. Namaste, Swami.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we came to know a lot of information about 4 Sampradayas that you spoke of, and knowledge coming right from the Lakshmi, Rudra, Kumaras and Brahma. So what is your affiliation? We want to know your own ethnicity, your religious, your Sampradaya and all that stuff. Swami.
Well, I told last time my Sampradaya is Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya
Sampradaya.
What does it mean? Brahma,
This
Madhva,
is,
Gaudiya?
yeah, these are fancy words, but it's simple words. We received knowledge from Lord Brahma
Okay.
long back, at least according to tradition.
Okay.
And then Brahma, he gave this knowledge to his disciples.
Okay.
And then it passed down. And then one of the prominent Acharya, Acharya means one of the prominent teachers, who was Madhvacharya.
Okay.
He came and then he propagated that knowledge
Okay.
in this planet Earth, India, especially South India, Karnataka. And then afterwards, down the line, many other saints came, in the disciplic succession, Sampradaya. And then 500 years back, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared.
Oh.
And he took that message and ripened it and spread it worldwide.
I studied in my 7th class or 8th class history books that there was a Bhakti movement in India, a reformer called Chaitanya.
Yeah.
Are you referring to the same?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
So that is why, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's followers were called as Gaudiya.
Gaudiya. Okay.
And that is why this Sampradaya school of thought is called as Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya.
What is the meaning of Gaudiya?
Gaudiya is, it's a detailed thing, but in simple words, you see Gaudiya, because one of the names of Madhvacharya is Gauda Purnanand.
Okay.
So because we are connected to him, we like to call ourselves as Gaudiya.
Okay.
From Gaudiya.
Okay.
Another reason we call ourselves Gaudiya is because that region of Bengal, it was called as Gauda Desh.
Gauda Desh. Okay.
Yeah. Now including Bangladesh, previously Bangladesh.
Okay.
So because most of the devotees of Mahaprabhu came from that region, that is why we generally call ourselves Gaudiya.
Gaudiya.
This is let me put it, the meaning of Gaudiya according to location perspective.
Okay.
But there is another meaning from philosophical perspective. Gaudiya word comes from, Gaudiya means Gaud. Gaud comes from the word good.
Okay. Jaggery.
Yeah, Jaggery, good.
Okay.
So in Bengali, they make everything O. So they can't say good, they say good.
Good. Oh, okay.
God. So it comes, so good means sweet.
Okay.
So because Mahaprabhu gave a sweet philosophy,
Okay.
he emphasized on Madhurya Bhakti. That is why we call ourselves Gaudiya.
Oh.
That's from philosophical.
So multiple
meanings
for the origination of this word Gaudiya.
Yeah.
One interesting fact is, what is the yoga that you follow, Swamiji? Is Bhakti yoga, is it?
Yeah, we follow Bhakti yoga. Yeah.
So, to my understanding, so there are different yogas that you can reach God. So, according to you people, Bhakti yoga is the best way.
Best, easiest,
Okay.
and happiest.
Okay. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which we call as, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? So, he was the starting point of the Bhakti yoga. He started this Bhakti cult.
Yeah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no, Bhakti cult is...
I'm sorry to use this word. Cult is a very
That's,
wrong word. Bhakti movement.
Yeah, Bhakti movement.
Yeah.
Actually, no, all the 4 school of thoughts, they profess to Bhakti movement.
Okay.
All the 4.
Hmm.
But what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did is, he actually took this Bhakti movement to a general populace.
Okay.
Because previously Bhakti movement was restricted among Brahmanical class of people.
Okay.
I don't mean to say it was a monopoly of Brahmanical class. Everybody could have done Bhakti. But the point is, as far as Sanskrit and philosophy and scriptures were restricted to Brahmanical class, and then they used to explain others. But Mahaprabhu opened it to all.
Okay.
He made it accessible to all. He made, through his disciples, he wrote books. He ordered them to write in very simple languages and formulate songs in Bengali language. And that's what his contribution, that's why he is called as reformer of Bhakti movement.
Yeah, that is the reason we don't hear any other names. When we say in the history books called Bhakti movement, it is started by
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he gave Bhakti in the most approachable manner.
Yeah, you can say in simple words.
Okay.
And also the practice of Bhakti, he made it very easy for common people to follow.
Common people to follow.
Yeah.
Okay, so he broke the monopoly, he broke the anarchical, hierarchical.
Yeah, something like that you can say.
Okay, so easily approachable.
Easily approachable.
So when you got into the spiritual practice, Swamiji, so how did you come to a conclusion that Bhakti Yoga suits you?
Well, I mean to say it's not a choice, but if we read scriptures properly, we read Bhagavad Gita, and if we read all other schools of thoughts parallelly, it's not a blind choice. I read all of those, and then I concluded that this Bhakti Yoga is not only beneficial for me, but it is beneficial for all.
Okay.
And generally, generally people think the process which is easy, it is not so superior. People think like that. No?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
in spirituality,
If you,
they want some uniqueness.
Yeah, unique or
They want some kind of a magic.
Yeah. But this actually, when I read it's so easy process, I immediately understood this is a universal process.
What makes you feel like that?
Yeah, simple. I mean to say chapatis are universal, no?
Okay.
But if you take all these supplements, they are not universal.
Definitely not.
So
you preferred a chapati to your bread,
yeah,
or
to some supplement.
donut or
something like
sour
that.
bread like that. So you wanted a simple thing.
Simple, which we can practice whole life.
No, but I have a doubt as a spiritual inquisitive. I also had some little obsession about spirituality in my childhood. Is it only through Bhakti Yoga you can approach Lord, or you have various different yogas that you can follow to go to Lord?
We can approach Lord through Dhyan Yoga, Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. These are 4 bona fide processes.
Okay.
But you can approach God through any process, but the realization of God is not complete in any other process.
Okay.
That's the little difference. The example given is, you if there's a mountain, you can go through a car, you can go through a bicycle, you can go through a plane or helicopter. But if you go through a bicycle, you can approach the mountain, but you'll not be able to probably climb it because you'll be tired. Bicycle, it's so difficult to go up. So you'll not be able to fully see the mountain and its beauty because you can't go on the peak by a bicycle.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But if you go by car, you can go a little deeper. But you cannot go into the valleys through the car. So you can't really have complete glimpse of mountain. But if you go by helicopter.
So you mean to say Bhakti Yoga is like an helicopter?
Yeah.
You can see the complete
the
360
entire
degrees.
panorama of God.
Oh.
That is, Bhakti Yoga gives full realization of God.
Okay.
In philosophical terms, if we talk. Dhyan Yoga, Karma Yoga, they give realization of God, but it's incomplete and partial realization.
You give a lot of simple logics to to give spiritual, answers. But is it that simple that how you relate with the modern race? Simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. It's not difficult. I mean, people think it's difficult because if they read scriptures, Sanskrit and big terms, I could have used big terms, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti, Shabdyate. I'm always going to understand anything. Anything which is simple
Hmm.
can be explained in simple words.
Okay, that's very nice way of putting things.
So, because I've explained it in simple words and I'm able to do that, that means the process is simple.
Okay. Okay. So when you initially came across Bhakti Yoga and you choose Bhakti Yoga to approach God, what is the first step that, let's say now you have convinced me with your simple analogy of this mountain and then helicopter. So okay, I now chose Bhakti Yoga to approach Lord. What is the first step that I should
First step is chanting the holy names of the Lord.
take? Okay.
That is what we recommend to people.
Okay.
So first step is chant the holy names. Different people can chant different holy names, no problem. God has so many holy names. Choose one and chant that holy name of the Lord.
That's the first step, that
First
you
step.
first chant the holy name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Then accepting the Guru, and as you said, going into the... So when does that come into the
Yeah.
picture?
So when we chant the holy name of the Lord, then the Lord guides us
Okay.
from within. And then we start thinking, okay, I should understand who God is.
Okay.
When you're chanting somebody's name, then you become inquisitive. Who is he?
Hmm.
So, isn't it? If
Yeah.
so,
Your analogy works here.
so then again inquisitiveness will come. Okay, who is God? I'm chanting his name. Who is he? How he talks? How he looks? How he loves me or loves others? So you want to know, but you want to know, then you need information. And if you need information, you need to go to some person who has this information. Not only he has, but he has realized it.
Okay.
So you have to search for that person, and that person is called as Guru.
And how do you come to a conclusion that that person might have realized God?
That's simple, because anybody who has realized God, first of all, he'll only speak about God. He'll be infatuated about God,
Oh, okay.
isn't it? Infatuation.
Infatuation is a...
He's always speaking about God. By this simple test, you can understand. If anybody is speaking some by here, there, other topics, it's not a life.
So they would not be interested to speak any mundane
No,
topics.
never. They'll not be interested to speak mundane. True, genuine gurus, they don't indulge into mundane topics. Leave it aside. We'll talk about God. That's first.
Okay.
And the second is, if he's a genuine teacher and guru, he will always back up his words by scriptures.
Okay.
It's not my opinion, according to me.
Okay.
No, this is according to Gita or Vedas. He'll always back up, because a true, genuine guru, he's a realized person. Realization means he's humble.
Okay.
He doesn't say, this is my realization.
Hmm.
And this is, I have read scriptures, and by the mercy of Ved Mata, we say, by the mercy of Bhagavad Gita, I have understood this. Whatever I am speaking, it is from scriptures. This is evidence. Please accept it.
Okay.
So
that is considered as humility according to...
yeah, humility.
Okay.
And there's a verse for this. Tad vijnanamartham guru eva vigachet sumit pani stotriyam brahmanishtam. This is a verse, 2 qualifications to know whether he is self-realized or not. Sumit pani stotriyam, that means knowledge what he's getting is from school, Sampradaya, and he'll always back up.
Okay.
Okay, and Brahmanishtam is the second thing, what I just told.
What is Brahmanishtam, Swamiji?
Brahmanishtam means he's always fixed. Nanishtam means fix. Brahma means God.
Okay.
His voice, his thoughts are fixed on God. He is not interested in mundane topics.
Okay.
That's Brahmanishtam.
So this is the... these are some of the characteristics that we should
see.
look in a guru
Yeah.
before choosing him. Now, a lot of people go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kashi, Prayag, different pilgrimages, right? We see a lot of sadhus. So who is a sadhu, and which sadhu is called a guru? So I always saw so many saffron people. In India is full of saffron people. I just want to understand, what is one, if I ask you one line definition, who is a sadhu? What is your answer to that, Swamiji?
Sadhu word comes from Sat.
Okay.
Sat. People who walk on the path of Sat, they are called Sadhu.
Okay.
Now what means Sat? Sat means Satya.
Okay.
Satya means truth.
Okay.
People who dedicate their life on realizing truth and propagating that truth,
Okay.
that is called as Sadhu.
Sadhu. So they are sadhus.
Yeah.
So generally, if you see a person wearing a saffron and if he is a sadhu,
It's not necessary he's a sadhu.
okay, he's
Who
not
wears a
necessary.
saffron?
Okay.
So many people wear saffron. I mean, so that's not a sadhu. Is understood by this. If he's dedicating his life to understand satya and propagate satya, he's a sadhu. He can be in any dress.
He can be in any dress, is it?
Yeah.
Need not be that he should wear a saffron.
No.
Oh, I had a understanding that sadhus generally should wear a saffron.
No.
So all these modern sadhus.
No. I mean, I can give you an analogy. If you go to this multi-speciality hospitals,
Yeah.
doctors don't wear aprons. That's normal pant and coat.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're doctors.
But when you see a lot of sadhus in these all pilgrimage centers, are they really committed to Satya, or it is because of their inefficiency, incapability to live in the world that they become sadhus? What is your understanding when you see?
Many are there who just are not fit in this world and they just come and become
Okay.
sadhus. Many are there, but many are genuine also.
Okay.
They leave their house in the pursuit of truth
Okay.
and they become sadhus.
So
It's
you should choose your guru
Yeah.
among them.
Among
them.
Among those sadhus, if you see such kind of person who is a sadhu, who is dedicated to Satya, among them, then you have to see these two symptoms. Sumit Pani Sotriyam Brahmanishtam. He should have knowledge of scriptures and he should be able to convey to you. Otherwise, what's the point of making a guru, if he can't convey to you something? And Brahmanishtam. And is fixed on Satya.
Okay. So now that we have understood that you first choose Bhakti Yoga, then you started chanting names of the God. Then you approached somebody who is self-realized. This is the process that you're coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you met that person who is self-realized. Then how does that process progress?
Well, that is explained by Rupa Goswami, Adahu Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sang. So now you met that person and you learn from him, Sadhu Sang, Atha Bhajana Kriya, and then he will teach you how to really chant the names. Previously we had been chanting in general sense.
Okay.
But now he will explain you the technique of proper practice of chanting.
Oh, so there is a technique in Bhakti
Yeah,
Yoga.
there's a technique which can only be learned by a guru.
Oh, so in order to know the technique, you have to approach a guru.
Yeah, otherwise that secret technique they will not understand.
So maybe you will not disclose the technique to me now.
I can disclose.
Okay.
But the whole point is it cannot be understood. Rather, it will create more confusion.
Okay.
If a person is not dedicated, then it will be more harmful than beneficial.
Okay. So now the third step is you approached and guru gave you the technique. Then again you start chanting.
Yeah.
After that?
And then you start chanting. If you chant with proper technique, then your heart starts to get purified.
Okay.
And when the heart becomes purified, then nishtha, then you become determined on this path.
Determined.
Yourself become a sadhu.
Oh, when heart gets purified, then you become a sadhu.
Sadhu.
Very nice explanation.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So then you are walking on the path of truth. Now you have resolved that I'll walk on path of truth. My heart is pure. I don't want to. Your heart is not impure. You're not getting distracted by material world. And then when you are fixed and convinced, then you develop a taste.
Okay.
You're not just now determined. You can develop a taste, ruchi.
Taste for what?
Taste
Swamiji?
Taste for the qualities of God.
Okay.
It's like simple. I mean to say, a person who has girlfriend.
Okay.
It's the same thing. You meet a girl. First, you don't meet a girl.
Yeah.
First you saw her at some party,
Yes.
and then you go, and then
I go crazy.
then you go keep on thinking,
Yeah.
and then you plan how to meet her,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, but you can't meet her because she is very rich. All movies, no?
Yes, this is a drama that you picked up from a movie. Yes.
Yeah. So then you contact some of her best friend,
Okay.
who is not that rich, but she's hanging around with her.
Okay.
And you ask her, now can you tell me who is she and how she works and all? That is a guru.
Oh, okay.
She will tell you what to do, and then she'll give you information about her.
Hmm.
And then the more information you get, you then develop a taste for that girl, then you want to know more about her qualities, how she sits, how she sees, how her eyes, how her lips.
In a mundane language, my obsession starts now.
Obsession.
So you
Obsession.
always keep thinking about the girl.
Yeah. So you develop an obsession for God.
So the process in the so-called
Same.
material mundane process works the same way in the
No,
spirituality.
the material mundane process comes from spiritual word only.
Oh, it's not the other way around. Okay.
What we were doing for God,
Uh-huh.
we replaced God with a girlfriend.
Oh.
That was our problem.
So the process is same.
Process is same.
So it's a typical Karan Johar movies.
Yeah. You can see
Love
a
sagas.
movie. You see a movie, do same for God. And you will
Uh,
perfect
it's
your
a
life.
typical love saga.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how the process of bhakti works, is it?
Yeah. That's
No,
all.
are you simplifying things?
No,
or it
no.
is
Exactly. Krishna says, Ashvathamenam suvirudhamulam asangashashtena dridena chitva. Krishna says that this material word is inverted and perverted reflection of spiritual word.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So whatever is happening there, it's happening here. But there it's happening for God. Here it's happening for girlfriend or your dog or your bloody whatever you can put.
Okay, so what I got from this is the obsession that you will have in normal life. Somebody is obsessed about dog, somebody is obsessed about their family, somebody is obsessed about their girlfriend, somebody is obsessed about drugs and intoxications. So obsession is a common factor in a mundane world. Is it how it is?
Yeah.
And
Obsession is a nature of soul.
oh, okay.
That's Bhakti Yoga philosophy.
Obsession in itself is not a negative word, is it?
No. That is seen as a negative word because of some connotations, denotations.
Okay.
But it's not a negative word. It's a very positive word. It's, in fact, in Christianity and in Islam and in our Indian Sanatan Dharma tradition, obsession word is used a lot, by the way. It might be used in a different Sanskrit terms.
So obsession is actually a positive word.
Yeah.
I heard this word athato brahma jignasu. So the jignasu is basically an obsession?
Jigyasu is inquisitiveness.
Huh?
But when jigyasa becomes very strong,
Okay.
many translators translate jigyasa as obsession also.
I'll simplify it the way I understood from you, Swamiji. So you are obsessed about few things in this mundane world. Family, children, girlfriend, wife, everything. So you just have to divert the obsession towards the Lord and that becomes bhakti?
Yeah, that becomes
Is it that simple that I said now?
is absolutely correct.
Then why people are complicating things? Why are so many gurus and so much of...
They are complicating things because they are not they are not hearing from a right person.
Okay.
People are not explaining it simply. People are not explaining it in a simple way. It is simple, you have to put it simply.
Okay.
But it's simple, but people are using word jargons and they're making it so complicated and people are getting confused.
So spirituality is very simple then if you can
Yeah.
understand this. So this obsession is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught
Yeah,
to the world?
yeah.
Was he obsessed about God?
He not only taught what is obsession, he showed what is obsession.
Did he?
Yeah, I mean to say, he was the first person to show. He said, many saints have passed by in the history and they were obsessed about God, but the obsession was hidden in their heart.
Okay.
Because you see all the big saints, they are sitting in samadhi.
I thought that is meditation, right?
That is not meditation.
Oh, no, it's not? Okay.
Externally, it looks like,
Uh-huh.
but internally, there's a volcano
Okay.
which is hidden.
Okay.
And you can see a mountain, but inside something is going on.
Okay.
And that is obsession.
Oh, okay.
So Mahaprabhu came, he said, I have to show to this world what that volcano is,
Okay.
what his obsession is. So in his actions, in his dance and kirtan, he let it out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read his life, his obsession, he showed his obsession through his tears,
Okay.
through his symptoms of ecstasy.
Okay.
Instead of tears, there was a blood flowing from his eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, all these accounts are there.
So you get obsessed so much that symptoms start manifesting on your
Yeah,
physical
physically,
body, on your body?
Yeah. Psychosomatic.
Oh, as
It's
a
like
doctor, you gave a word called psychosomatic.
yeah, it's like that.
But I haven't seen such obsession, bhakti, in and around people. Do you see that obsession now in this
We can't generally
generation?
see,
Huh.
because for that you have to be really on a very high platform. But that obsession can manifest at a lower level also.
Okay.
How? We can see devotees who have dedicated their lives in the
Mm-hmm.
service of God, and they're determined, they are fixed.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is that if you're obsessed for something, the number one symptom is you will keep on doing it in spite of so many hurdles.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah. So you should have, you might be having some analogy for this also.
Yeah, it's simple. If you're obsessed for some girl,
Huh.
and picture, villain are there, his father stops. So many hurdles are there, and but still
Okay.
he is like after that girl,
Yeah.
and that proves the father, he's obsessed. Okay, finally he brings both of them. Chalo bhai, I'm convinced you love her, and he gives her to marriage.
Today I started understanding one drama in a love story. Basically, obsession is called as love.
Yeah.
What we call love, what we call love stories is all an obsession.
Yeah.
So in a real spiritual sadhana also, this obsession is what sustains
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Const-
And you can know that it's real obsession or false
okay.
when your problems come in your life, when the hurdles in life. Still, if you continue,
Okay.
that's true.
Oh, that's how
Yeah.
you strengthen yourself.
Yeah.
So you might have also got many obstacles.
Everybody.
Okay. Okay.
So that's obsession. But if there are problems and you leave it,
Hmm.
then we call it as sentimentalism
Oh, that's a difference between a sentimentalism
and obsession. Yeah.
and a real bhakti. So
Huh.
this obsession
Yeah.
actually,
Real
is
bhakti.
bhakti that you are telling
Yeah.
about.
That's the problem.
This is a very beautiful subject again. So my understanding is when a real obsession encounters real-time problems and hurdles, if you leave that obsession, then it is called sentimentalism.
Mm-hmm.
And if you carry on this obsession for Lord,
In spite
in
of
spite of
hurdles.
having all the hurdles,
Hmm.
then it is called as bhakti.
Yeah. That's
That's great. So this brings me another doubt that we see so many people singing God songs, right? Various cassettes and popular albums and all of that. So is it bhakti or it's not
yeah,
bhakti?
that's trash.
Oh, you call that trash?
Of course. I
Why?
mean, trash is a small. It's still a decent word.
Oh, I didn't understand this, Swamiji.
Yeah. What's the point? I mean to say, if you're singing about God and albums and all these things, they're singers.
So they
It,
don't.
it, it doesn't please God.
Okay.
They're just singing, just for singing sake. It's music, it's song, just like any other song. So that's not devotion. That's something.
Maybe they are doing it with the devotion inside them,
If
right?
they are doing with devotion, then we have to see their lives,
Oh, okay.
not just their songs.
Okay.
Most of these singers in their normal lives, they are ordinary people and they are doing all kind of whatever they want to do.
Okay.
They are not following bhakti yoga.
Okay.
So it's waste.
So
It
they're just singing. They might sing a cinema song, and they're
Yeah.
just singing this song for money.
Yeah. They are devotees of money.
Okay. So that you call it as sentimentalism?
Yeah, that's sentimental. That's actually worse than sentimentalism.
It's worse than sentimentalism.
Yeah. At least sentimental people, they are devoted to God for some time.
Okay.
But when problems come, they leave.
Hmm.
But these people are devotees of money. They are not even devotees of God. They don't have to do anything with God.
Oh.
They are not singing bhajans. They are singing money, 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 money.
I grew up in North for some part of my life. I've seen people inviting bhajans, people who come to the house and they do bhajan and they charge some money and go. Some kirtans, they come home, they charge money and go. So I thought this is all to please the Lord.
No.
So
It's not to please. It's just to fill their bellies and run their life.
then what is a real kirtan and
For
real
real
bhajan?
kirtan should not be charged.
Okay.
You can't take money for two things.
Okay.
For Vidyadan
Okay.
and for Sankirtanam.
What is actually Sankirtanam? Kirtanam I know. Singing is Kirtana, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So what is Sankirtanam?
Sankirtanam is, there are two meanings of Sankirtanam. One is external, one is internal.
Okay.
External meaning is Sang means to have Kirtan with all of us together.
Okay.
It's like people sit. Another meaning is internal. Internal meaning is Sankirtanam means to do Kirtanam with your mind,
Okay.
intelligence,
Okay.
ego, soul, your words, your actions.
Oh.
All of them together when they glorify God.
Okay.
That is Sankirtanam.
Oh. So the people who take money for a kirtan are just normal singers.
They are outrightly rejected by scriptures.
Oh.
As soon as you think of charging for Kirtanam, you are rejected from God.
Would it benefit them in any way? They're singing a cinema song. Somebody is singing.
It will not benefit, it will harm them.
It will harm them, is it?
Yeah, at least they could have been singing cinema songs that could have benefited them monetarily. But this will harm them because this is an offense towards God.
Oh.
Because they are first of all cheating public.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, they are cheating themselves.
Oh. Okay.
So it's a big offense to, in the name of God, they are taking money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they are bringing the image of God down,
Okay.
isn't it? Just like if suppose I am from some company, like for example, I am from Zomato,
Okay.
and if I come and deliver you something,
Hmm.
and if I say, you see, our company charges this much for this item, but actually the price is less, but you, in the name of the company, you take more.
Okay. Huh.
So finally, who will be defamed?
Zomato.
Ah,
Okay.
not you. You are one person came. Similarly, these people are defaming God.
Oh, so that's an offense.
That's an offense.
Oh. People have not thought of it like this, the way you are showing us things. Yeah, it's very beautifully
It's a complete
orchestrated.
offense.
So another important point is Sankirtanam. So you call this as Hari Nama Sankirtanam, right? And how did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So we understood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed some obsession and all, but can you please, tell us what is the Sankirtana moment? What is Harinama Sankirtana? What has he done? We are very happy to know about all of this.
Sankirtana means chanting, Kirtan, glorifying God. Harinam Sankirtana means glorifying the God by chanting Harinam.
Okay.
Harinam means the name of Lord Hari, which Mahaprabhu said it's a particular combination: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We chant this mantra together. That is Harinam Sankirtan.
Okay.
So Mahaprabhu said, okay, you don't need anything. You don't need any. We even don't need instruments. Mahaprabhu said, just sit together, clap, and chant the names of Lord, and rejoice in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will be pleasing to God, and that's a process to attain Him. Simple.
How do we rejoice?
Rejoice when you chant these holy names. Then you get His remembrance,
Okay.
and then your heart rejoices in that.
Oh, okay. It's very simple.
It's simple.
Then how did this movement go forward? And
This movement, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he preached in his entire career, 48 years. And then he appointed his disciples, 6 disciples who were in Vrindavan, Shad Goswami, to write books, to find the lost places in holy place on Vrindavan, and to build temples.
Okay.
And also to open schools to teach this philosophy to further generation.
But this philosophy is very simple, na Swamiji.
This
You
is
have
simple.
to just chant Harinama Sankirtanam and rejoice it. So why do you need books? Why do you need philosophy? No, I am asking you because it
you're
was-
right. You're right. Seems like that. You see the point. Things look just like cricket.
Okay.
So simple. Somebody will put ball and you take a bat and ta.
Hit it. Simple. Yes, that's cricket.
But if you want to become Sachin Tendulkar,
Oh, then you need to practice.
coaching and practice and so many years, and then you learn the right technique.
Yes.
Similarly here,
Okay.
it's simple, but if you want perfection from this process, if you want to attain love of God, if you want to get in touch with Him, then you need practice and right technique there.
That's called as philosophy.
That's called as, that technique will have to be, I have to explain you some technique in some words, no?
Yes.
Those explanation is called philosophy.
Oh. So then he established his disciples called Shad Goswamis
Yeah, Shad Goswami.
to establish that philosophy of how to do Bhakti Yoga.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. So then what happened after that?
Then after that, the Shad Goswamis in Vrindavan, they were primarily located in Vrindavan. Then they asked their disciples to go to different places, especially Bengal, preach there, Odisha. They went, then they spread the message there, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Thakur, all of them. And then after that, in between there was a dark age of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Everything got lost because of probably Mughal and empire and all this, There was a tussle in India.
Yeah.
So things got lost. And then 150 years back, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was a person in Bengal, a magistrate. He came and then he revived all the books again. He collected, he edited them, and he revived the movement again.
Okay.
And then his son, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, early 1900s, he established Gaudiya Math, 64 in India. And then his disciple, Srila Prabhupada, who founded ISKCON, whom we are connected to in Hare Krishna institution, he went all over the world and spread this message.
Okay.
And presently ISKCON is, founder Acharya of ISKCON is Srila Prabhupada.
So you come as his disciple.
As his disciple's disciple.
Oh. So finally we came from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to you as a disciple succession. Very beautiful point that I understood today is Bhakti is simple, but Bhakti should be backed by philosophy.
Yeah. To attain the love of God.
To attain perfection, as you said as an analogy, to attain perfection. And if I don't understand philosophy in Bhakti, then I'm just probably I know the process like swimming, you need to keep hand, but you don't never attain perfection. So the conclusion, what I understood from you is, the way you were narrating things, Swamiji, I thought Bhakti is very simple. Sankirtan, you just have to rejoice the name. But then when you told me that this is a start, but that philosophy with which you should back Bhakti makes it perfect. Now, I want to understand...
See, but wait, I just want to add example here. You can learn swimming and you can go and keep on doing swimming. But if you want to enter Olympics, get a gold medal for India and be proud of that, you need a lot of training. So similarly, it's...
So the training is called sadhana, right?
Training is called sadhana.
So now I want to know from you, Swamiji. I'm convinced about Bhakti Yoga in this episode. So now I want to know, how do we take that philosophy of Bhakti Yoga? So it was very beautiful analogies that you have given. Very simplistic way of explaining Bhakti Yoga. I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for giving so much of insights on Bhakti Yoga.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. Hare Krishna.